Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm ComicBook23 and today I'd like to share with you all my first Shiny Pokémon montage. Back in 2017, I started shiny hunting in Pokemon Moon and then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon once those came out not long after. I hunted for quite a few shinies from then until sometime in 2019 and then very sparsely since then. I recorded myself catching these shinies on a little camera I had back then just for posterity. I didn't even have a YouTube channel at the time, but now that I do have one, I figured why not start uploading these recordings? I figured I'd do the montage style instead of one by one, as that would take much longer, I think, to upload them individually. So, without further ado, here are the first 50 of my shiny Pokemon. I wanted to start off my collection of shiny Pokemon videos with the first shiny I ever found, which was this shiny Eevee right here, which I creatively called Shiny Eevee. I'm just so creative like that. As you can see, I'm in Pokemon Home, and this is the Eevee right here. You can see there's my OT down here. I found it in the Alola region. I found it in, I think, Pokemon Moon back in 2017. It's got a ribbon, actually. Alola Champion ribbon, so there you go. Apparently I beat a champion battle with it. It is level 46. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to play the video recording. You'll hear my younger self's voice in there, a bit of an awkward, higher pitched version of my voice. And there's also my brother's voice, Bubblebub. That being said, hope you enjoy. Roll the tape!
Okay, so as you can see, I just encountered Shiny Eevee in the wild, finally, after a few days of trying. So I'm going to carefully hit the Eevee on the right. Eevee, you look like you've seen a ghost. Yep. Or maybe it is the ghost. Yeah. It's the ghost of one of the many Eevees I've gone through. It kind of matches the color too. Oh, did you hear that? That shriek? Yes. Oh! There he is. Shiny Eevee. 10 out of 10 nickname.
And here we have the next shiny I found, which is a shiny Pikachu. I found it while SOS chaining for a shiny Pichu, which was pretty neat. I don't think it's too common to get a shiny evolved Pokemon from an SOS chain. But yeah, found it way back in November of 2017, so it's like, what, 7 years ago almost? That's crazy. Not much more to say about this one, so roll the tape.
I found a shiny Pichu. What Pokeball should I use? I'll use Timer Ball. Did you hear that whistle? Yep. Use mine! He's getting knocked around a bunch in that Pokemon. Oh yeah. Shine. Chew. I got a Kakuna. A modest Kakuna.
Next up is my shiny Gyarados, which I also got during an SOS chain, which is pretty crazy. I was actually going for shiny Magikarp, so yeah, the fact that I got 2 shiny evolutions of Pokemon from these SOS chains is a little bit crazy, but yeah, anyway, I'll let my past self do the talking about this one.
So, I was just watching Dan TDM drawing people's comments, when suddenly, wait for it, this guy right here, the shiny Gyarados, appeared before me, and it is now time that I capture it. I was hoping for a shiny Magikarp that I could then evolve into a shiny Gyarados, so I shall continue my hunt for the shiny Magikarp. But I'll capture the shiny Gyarados while it's here, because you never know how long it'll take you to find another shiny. If it doesn't go in, I might just use an Ultra Ball on it or something. Something that's powerful. There we go. So, another shiny Pokemon.
I guess I was a little upset that I didn't get the Magikarp I wanted in the previous hunt because I immediately went and hunted for a shiny Magikarp again. And luckily this time, as you can see, I did in fact get it. I was really obsessed with including the word shine or shiny in their names, as you can see from the word fish shiny here. But I guess it kind of works with the word fish, you know. Oh, I found this one in December, so yeah, anyway. I always love this Pokemon. It's very, very derpy, very funny looking, so glad to have it shiny.
Caught me a shiny Magikarp today. Pet fish shiny on the fin. Come on now. Oh yeah.
And here we have my shiny Vikavolt, which I caught as a Grubbin in an SOS hunt. I really love this line. I mean, just look at this thing. Shiny Vikavolt looks amazing. Man, I liked it so much that I trained it up to level 100, which is crazy. I used it for quite a while. Oh yeah, I even have ribbons on it. Battle Tree Great Ribbon, Alola Champion Ribbon. Yeah, I used this thing a lot. I love this thing. So anyway, let's see what my past elf has to say about it.
So, we just came back from a Christmas church event, which was amazing and quite loud, but it was mostly amazing. And just before we left, I found this guy who's a shiny Grubbin with the reddest face you've ever seen. And now I must decide which Pokeball I am to throw at him.
Poor guy, he must have been like a comedian at one point and everybody threw tomatoes at him because they didn't like his jokes.
Yep.
And now they have stained his face.
Most of the time, I just toss a timer ball at them because it usually it takes so many encounters to just get a single shiny. Timer balls are like, there's no way they can fail, except on the Gyarados it failed twice in a row.
Well, yeah, because he was at full health.
True. But I'm feeling like because Shiny Grubbin is red, and it's only level 5.
And white.
True. I should throw a regular Pokeball at it, so...
Besides, it's a Grubbin. Not a Gyarados.
Yes. Let's see if it catches it. Please. Go in. Don't break out. Thank you. No!
I knew you shouldn't have said thank you. I knew that was going to happen. Gosh it.
Gosh it. Catch the little thing. Yes. 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 Yay! Thank you, game, for being nice to me. Yeah, Shinybug.
That's why I named most of my shinies without an E in the middle of the name.
Central box. I'll check him out in just a minute.
Crunchy.
Look at it! It's so cute!
I love Pyukumuku. It's amazing. It's adorable, and I want to squish its little cheeks. Just look at this thing. Anyway, enough said. Its shiny is amazing. Just beautiful looking. And it was definitely high on my to hunt list way back then, back in 2017. So, yeah, just don't ask about the name. All right, listen, I don't know what I was thinking. Apparently, my younger self thought that whatever that name is would be a good name for it, so anyway, let's see what past me thinks.
I just found a shiny Pyukumuku after, like, less than 100 encounters. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but found this one really quickly because yesterday I found a shiny, and now today I found another shiny, so, you know, it's cool. Be happy and love me.
This shiny Quagsire is the first shiny Pokemon I found in Pokemon Ultra Moon, I'm pretty sure. When that game first came out, I speedran through it so I could get to the end game content as fast as I could, and I want to do the wormhole hunts. And I didn't want to enter the legendary wormholes in the wormhole minigame just yet since I didn't have the shiny charm, so I just went into other random wormholes and found this guy in one of them. Or this lady, I should say. But yeah, super cool. Love this line, so yeah, definitely happy to have it. Again with the Ultra Wormholes, I found this shiny Grumpig in one while I was looking for legendary wormholes, and apparently I didn't even bother to take a picture of this one, let alone record it. So, sorry Grumpig. Anyway, here's all this information. If you wanted to see, there we go, Ultra Space Wilds, so hope this makes up for it. This shiny Mudsdale was a pretty crazy find. I found it as a Mudbray in the Paniola Ranch while I was running through the grass trying to hatch an egg, and I think I was still trying to fill out the Pokedex, so that's why I was hatching all those eggs, and it just so happened to be a shiny Mudbray that I just found in the wild. I was so shocked, I guess, that I just didn't record myself catching it, so here's my younger self yapping about it after the fact.
Alright, take a look at this. This is my first ever full chance shiny Pokemon, and so I found it in Paniola Ranch, and I was basically just wandering around in the tall grass, hoping to find a Tauros or a Miltank, and instead I ended up finding this. So the hardest shiny Pokemon to find are full chance shinies, and you basically, if you want to find a full chance regular Pokemon shiny, then you have to wander around in the tall grass with no shiny charm, no shiny boosts of any kind. Just wander around in the tall grass and find a shiny. And that's what I did, so I'm pretty proud of it. And I'm going to evolve it into a Mudsdale, which is why I called it Shinesdale instead of Shinebray or something like that.
Back to the Ultra Wormholes, I found this shiny Lombre in one of them. Pretty cool looking. I love the green, bluish, tealish color on this guy. Really cool. The C-Dot line in general is just pretty neat, so I'm happy to have this guy. I should have called him Shinebro though. Missed opportunities. I wanted to have shinies of every evolution, so I started off with my favorite here, which is Umbreon. Its shiny isn't all that different from normal Umbreon, but I still like it quite a lot. The blue looks really nice on it. At this time, I started studying German as an elective in high school, so I started naming some of my shinies with German words. So, for example, this Umbreon here, its name is Schwarz, which means black in German. A fitting name, I think. I remember one time where I was sent it out into battle, and I shouted, "Eat my Schwarz!" Get it? Like, eat my farts? Yeah, I know. I was so mature. Anyway, here's the clip.
Guess what I just hatched from an egg? I'm literally trying to find more Eevees, more female Eevees, so that I can get certain evolutions, but this one popped out shiny.
After the Umbreon, I SOS hunted for another shiny Eevee, which I could evolve into a shiny Sylveon, which is my next favorite shiny evolution. This lovely lady's name is Fay, which means fairy in German. I remember this being an annoying hunt because it took a while, and because Eevee has the move Sand Attack in Sun and Moon, which lowers your accuracy, and that made it so difficult to SOS chain for this thing. So I actually ended up adding Metagross to my shiny hunting team specifically because its ability, Clear Body, prevents its accuracy from being lowered by moves like Sand Attack. It's got a ribbon too. Look at that, Alola Champion ribbon. Anyway, let's check out the clip. Shiny Starmie and its base form, Staryu, are more favorites of mine, especially Staryu. So I decided to go for one next. And then I evolved it into this Starmie right here, who I called Shooting Star. So here it is in all of its shiny glory. Do I have any ribbons? No, I don't, but still very cool. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and check out the clip.
So I've been SOS hunting for a few hours, if that, and I encountered this shiny Staryu as he was about to leave the room. So I'm wondering, I have a couple, if I can find them, I have one Premier Ball. Should I use that because it's white? Look at that thing, I love it. I guess that's a yes. Let's see if it catches. That's a critical capture. There we go. Now I gotta come up with a name for it. What am I gonna call this thing? Okay, so it's literally like 5 or more minutes after pausing the recording. But I decided to call it Shooting Star, and I mean, took the name Shining Star, so I couldn't use that name. But I suppose maybe someday I could come up with something a little more creative, but Shooting Star works for now. I just want to save so that I don't lose this shiny on accident, because it just looks so cool.
Dipping my toes into the soft reset hunts, I went for a shiny type Null, which I later evolved into this shiny Silvally, which I named Caramel Mane. Man, I wish I'd come up with a bit of a better name for it, but that's fine. Yeah, I remember this one took quite a while to find because I didn't actually have the shiny charm at the time. So yeah, I was pretty excited to get this thing. It was full odds. So anyway, yeah, roll the tape.
Yes! After more than 2 weeks, I finally have myself a shiny type Null. Look at that. Look at it. It's beautiful. Yeah, what am I going to call this thing? Caramel Mane, right? I think that's what I was going to call it. How do you even spell caramel, isn't it? Not like that.
Caramel.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. If I could type with this thing, that'd be nice. Caramel.
Space. I think you can, yeah, you can fit Mane in.
Mane. This is awkward because I'm looking through like the screen on the back of my camera.
Number 15, Shiny Stakataka. Sorry about that. Yeah, continuing with the soft reset hunts for the Ultra Beasts, I hunted for a Shiny Stakataka, which you could encounter basically immediately after receiving the type Null in Ultra Moon. Again, I wish I was a little more creative with my names, with Mustard Wall for this thing, but it's fine, totally fine. Anyway, here's how it went.
Guess what? It's a be shiny. Nope. But I found mine. Look at that. Get that glare off my screen.
The angrier you get, the lower catch rate they're gonna have.
I know. I'm gonna be infuriated up here.
You know, my Volcarona caught in a Beast Ball at full health quicker than the Stakataka did at Red Health.
There we go.
So do you have a name plan for it? GBR for Golden Brick Road. Because you can't fit that much in there.
Nope. I mean, I was gonna call it Fort Knox, but some other person, YouTuber, already took it. Look at it. It is beautiful.
So that's the one I get, right?
No. I'll come back and hunt for another one for you.
Have you ever had something happen to you that was so fortunate that it was actually unfortunate? Well, I have, and you're about to see why. To get this shiny Espeon here, I had to do something that still haunts me to this day. Roll a clip.
Take 3! This is 2 shiny Eevees in an SOS battle, and as we all know, you can only catch a Pokemon if there's one Pokemon in the battle, which means I have to knock one of these 2 shiny Pokemon out, which makes this my first shiny fail. So which one is it? This Eevee on the right, over here, don't knock one out. I shall pick for myself. So, hold on. So this one on the left here, I found it on encounter number 359, plus 170 from another day of hunting.
He essentially got 2 Dexnair shinies in like 5 encounters.
I know, it was crazy. So I was trying to, like, this Eevee here, because I have an adrenaline orb going, was calling in friends like nobody's business. And so, and one of its buddies happened to be another shiny Eevee. This one is 2 levels higher. They're both males, so essentially there's no difference.
You know, the shinies, they have a lot of friends.
Yeah, they do.
They get around.
They do. It makes sense. So I gotta pick which one. So I'm gonna do...
Go with the original one. That's what I'd do anyways.
Okay. So level 17 Eevee. You have no business.
Just comfort the new one.
You have no business here. Get out of my face.
You'll catch him next time you find him.
Goodbye. Feels good. It does.
Feels great. Right.
Watch the next one be shiny as well.
Prove to me that Great Balls are better.
I did that earlier when a shiny Yanmega popped out of an Ultra Ball without
wasn't
rocking,
there to see it.
and then a Great Ball caught
You're
it.
lying, okay? I can tell. I mean, for all I know, you were lying. So
I'm not lying. I can show you. I caught a shiny Yanmega in a Great Ball.
1, 2, 3.
The triple rocks.
There you go.
There
See?
it is. Okay.
I mean, you didn't even get to try the Ultra Ball, so we kind of can't make a solid conclusion.
Hashtag not a shiny fail, by the way. So yeah, I found a shiny Eevee, but it wouldn't stop calling for help, and before long, against all odds, another shiny Eevee appeared, which was insane. I don't think that ever happened to me again, so I had to end up choosing which one of the 2 to keep. So anyway, I named this guy Psychisch. I think that's how it's pronounced, but it means psychic in German. A fitting name, considering the emotional and mental distress it put me through to get it. Okay, after that traumatic experience, I had to cool off a bit. So I went back to the Ultra Wormholes, and on the same day as I got the 2 shiny Eevees, I found this fella, my shiny Yanmega. Which, that was a pretty good day, because I got... Again, I don't have any footage of me catching this guy, like with all my Wormhole shinies, so we'll just have to enjoy this lovely Pokemon home model instead. Continuing my strange trend of somehow getting shiny evolutions of Pokemon through SOS chains, we've got Blueberry, my shiny Snorlax. Yup, this big guy, he just straight up rolled up into the SOS chain, being all blue and stuff, and I couldn't be happier about it, honestly, so let's see what went down.
So, I've been hunting for a shiny Munchlax for all my playtime last night and tonight, and I haven't encountered a single Snorlax. But the one time a Snorlax does spawn into the game, it's shiny. So that means I gotta hunt for another shiny Munchlax. But that's okay, because it's still a shiny. This argument is gonna keep going on and on and on. Come on, catch for me now. There we go. Yay! Shiny Snorlax. Okay. I'll take it. What would I call a shiny Snorlax? perfect, right?
And we've got another chunker here with my shiny Abomasnow. Another wormhole find, yet another shiny I didn't record myself catching, but you can see I found it in the Ultra Space Wilds there. Yeah, but he's here, he's chillin', like a villain, and we love him for it, honestly. Speaking of villains, what this shiny Metagross put me through is straight up criminal. This was a challenging hunt. If you didn't know, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, wild Beldums know the move Takedown, which damages them in recoil if they hit you. So I couldn't consistently SOS chain it unless I managed to find a way to prevent them from using Takedown. And what I ended up doing is using a Decidueye because it's a ghost type, so the normal type move Takedown doesn't affect it. Anyway, fun fact, Beldums also have the catch rate of a legendary Pokemon. So I thought it was going to be tough to catch, but as you'll see in this clip, I even stopped recording so that I could continue recording once I caught it, but I caught it in the first Pokeball anyway, so roll the tape.
What have I gotten myself into? You know what this means, right? This shiny Beldum right here has the catch rate of a legendary. So even if I do lower its health, which I'll be able to because it can't affect Decidueye. Yeah.
I remember I thought you were being sarcastic when you first said that it has the catch rate of a legendary, because a lot of the times you use officially sarcastically.
But
So
it legitimately does
you,
have the catch rate of a legendary.
Yeah, I looked
so.
it up. It does have the catch rate of a common legendary. Like some legendaries have different catch rates, but Beldum has the average.
Forgot to continue recording when it was time to catch it, but caught on the first Pokeball, so...
See, Ultra Balls are better than Great Balls.
I didn't even try a Great Ball, so I can't really say anything. What'd I call it? So it'll be Metashine, and I'll evolve it...
When I get a shiny Beldum, I'm naming it
later on.
Shiny Gross.
Next up, we've got a shiny Audino, which I also found in an Ultra Wormhole, so I didn't record it. I really liked those wormhole hunts, huh? But definitely not recording it for some reason. Anyway, I did plenty more of these wormhole hunts, so you'll see those coming up. Anyway, not much more to say about this. It's an Audino. I just have this nice Pokemon home model to show you since I didn't record it, so on to the next shiny. Next up, we've got my shiny Lucario, Lil Ninja. Lucario is another favorite Pokemon of mine, so I knew I wanted one of these. I SOS chained for it, but I quickly found out that it had Final Gambit, which is a move that also deals recoil damage, so like with the Beldum hunt, I used my Decidueye because fighting type moves also don't affect ghost types. Anyway, I used Lil Ninja quite a bit. I even got a couple ribbons on him down here, so that's pretty neat. Let's see the clip.
As you can see, I just went and found myself a shiny Riolu. And this shiny Riolu was a little bit difficult to find because of the moveset of these Riolus. In the wild here in Pony Grove, they know the move Final Gambit, which is a fighting type move. And so obviously, since that move deals recoil damage, that's a problem for SOS battles. So I had to find a Pokemon that was not affected by it, and that just happened to be my Decidueye, which is part ghost type. So since it's yellow, I think I'll just go ahead and use an Ultra Ball. If it doesn't catch, I'll try to... Oh, that's a critical capture. There we go. Shiny Riolu.
Back to the evolutions, I got a shiny Flareon next. Weirdly enough, I don't have any footage of me catching the Eevee, just of me evolving it into a Flareon. I promise I got more recordings of shiny catches later on. I got better about it. But anyway, keeping with the German naming scheme for the evolutions, I named this guy Feuer, which means fire in German. Really knocking out these evolutions now, we've got shiny Vaporeon. This lovely lady's name is Rosa, which means pink in German. I guess Lila would have also worked, since that means purple, but, you know, Rosa is a pretty nice name, I think. Anyway, let's take a look at what I thought when I found it.
Look at this. It's a shiny female Eevee. You know what that means? Shiny Vaporeon time.
Okay, I don't know what the heck was going on with that ASMR sounding reaction. I guess it was like late at night or something, but I guess it's fitting since Rosa's nature is modest, so hey, that works for me. Bringing us to the halfway point today, we've got another favorite of mine, which is Shiny Ditto. I didn't end up naming this one, I guess, but as you'll see in the recording, I had to end up catching it in a Master Ball, which, you know, hey, that's fine with me. I ended up getting it from an SOS hunt, which is why, because it only has like 10 moves in its transform move there. So anyway, yeah, it was kind of painful, so I'll let past me explain exactly what went down.
Can you see what I just found? This is a hard hunt as well, because Dittos, when they transform into your Pokemon, they also copy stat changes. So every time my Bisharp's attack increased, so did the Dittos. So anyway, but there's a shiny Ditto, so I'm gonna try and, oh, it transforms into a regular Pokemon. I'm on a time crunch because they only have like 10 moves before they faint from struggle, so I gotta catch this thing quickly. So I'm just gonna skip Great Balls and go straight for an Ultra Ball, because I don't wanna be too risky or anything. So... oh no. Should I just use it now? Because I don't know how many more uses, how many more moves this Ditto has.
You can get another Master Ball, right?
Yeah, you can get more of them. It's just hard because you have to get the, you have to get really lucky at the Lucky Lottery.
You are gonna be doing hunting for legendaries in that same game.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. I don't
like the sound it makes when it sucks them in.
Yeah. I don't care. Just give me this shiny Ditto. Okay. There we go. There's the shiny Ditto.
Up next, we've got ourselves a shiny Jolteon named Blitz, which means lightning or flash in German. And despite its name, it's got a pretty quiet nature, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway, let's see the clip.
I have found myself another shiny Eevee. Luckily, I was able to catch the shiny. I caught it with a nest ball, the third nest ball I threw at it. And since I'm evolving it into a Jolteon, I decided to call it Blitz.
Hey guys, take a look at my shiny Leafeon. I named him Herbst, which means autumn in German. Wait a minute. You can't tell that it's shiny? Neither can I guess, but hey, I've got this recording to prove it.
Look at what I found. I think this is the 10th shiny Eevee that I have found. I'm thinking about throwing a nest ball at this one as well, just because it's still going to be green as a shiny. So let's try this. Let's see if it catches. I think it will. Yep, there we go. Shiny Eevee is mine.
Hey guys, take a look at my shiny Glaceon. His name is Cobalt, which means, well, cobalt in German, because it's blue. Wait, you can't tell that it's shiny either? Well, sounds like it's time for someone to get some glasses. Just kidding. Although, I do need a stronger lens prescription myself, to be honest with you. Anyway, enjoy this clip.
It's getting to be kind of late, and I need to get to bed. But just found the last shiny Eevee that I need to get all 8 shiny evolutions. This makes the 11th shiny Eevee I've found, I think. Let's try that again, shall we? Dive ball. My arm is starting to fall asleep because I'm laying on it. There we go. Alright, now I just gotta find a good name for it.
Shiny Naganadel. Naganadel? I don't know how you say it, but here's Vespe, which means wasp in German. Can you guess why I named it that? I'll give you one guess. Yeah, it's a wasp. One which took a heck of a long time to find, like 2 weeks. Anyway, yeah, I use this one pretty extensively. As you can see, he's got a couple of ribbons. But yeah, Shiny Poipole, which evolves into this Naganadel, is amazing. And when it evolved, it continued to look amazing. Let's see what Past Me thought.
You see what I just got? Doesn't even need words. No words needed. Wow, my 3DS loves this song. Hello, buddy. Have a rainbow bean. I think it was me. Can you high-five me now? Yes, you can.
Ooh, my little pretty one, my pretty one. When you gonna shine for me, Volcarona? Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Anyway, yeah, shiny Volcarona. A huge pain to find. It's due to Larvesta's low calling rate and SOS chains. Sheesh. But I got there in the end. Named it Sol, which means, oh, I guess it's the Latin name for our solar system. So it looks like the sun. I guess that's why I call it that. So yeah, roll the tape.
Looky at what I just found. It's a shiny Larvesta. Let me be careful to not fail it. Must knock out this other one. This was actually kind of a difficult hunt because the only Pokemon that I had that was really good for this was Decidueye, which is not that high a level compared to the other team members, and not much of a higher level than these wild Larvesta. And that's a problem because the Larvesta are fire and bug type, both of which are super effective against Decidueye's grass typing. And so that I had to deal with that by using a ton of Roto Boosts to literally make Decidueye untouchable. And not only that, but Larvesta has a very rare call-in rate, which means that it doesn't call for help very often, which made it difficult to catch. Difficult to get another Larvesta to spawn in. But only a few hours total in the hunt, and there it has been caught.
Next up is Shelly, my shiny Cloyster, which I hunted for simply because I think it looks cool. I mean, am I right or am I right? You know, nothing much to say here, I guess. It's got a hardy nature, which is fitting, you know, since it's got a shell and stuff, so yeah.
Hi, just found myself a shiny shelter, and there was a nice zoom in there. And now I've got to attempt to catch it. That'll make it a lot easier to catch. Be nice if I didn't have to use one, though. There we go. Caught it. Now I just gotta come up with a cool name for it.
Alrighty, here we've got my shiny Talonflame Falke, which means falcon in German. Honestly, very cool shiny. I don't hear people talk about it very much, but I love this thing. I mean, look at this guy. Or gal, I should say. It's got the, where is it? Flame body ability. It's on here somewhere. There it is. So it's got the flame body ability, so I used it to help me hatch a lot of eggs later on. Pretty handy. Let's see the clip.
I found me a shiny fletchling. It's on the right. That one right there is shiny. I don't want to lower its health because then it'll call for help a ton. There we go. Okay, now I gotta come up with a name for a brown woodpecker.
Coming up next, we've got my shiny Drapion, another wormhole shiny, and honestly, not a bad one. I mean, like with all my shinies from the wormholes, I didn't record it, but we can enjoy this neat little model, this very strange looking scorpion, but hey, pretty cool looking. Yes sirree, I went and got myself another shiny Stakataka. Apparently, according to the recording, this one was supposed to be for my brother, Bubblebub, but I still have it for some reason. Hey, Bub, you want a shiny Stakataka? Yeah, I should never do that accent again. Anyway, roll the tape.
Guess what I found? Wait for it. Another shiny Stakataka.
Look at that glorious wall of mustard.
Let's get ourselves a Tapu
Magnificent
Koko.
wall of mustard.
Tapu Koko, come out. Yesha. Yesha.
Zero.
You want it in a beast? Oh, that's a critical capture.
What's your breakout now?
Yeah. It's actually done that once before. And there it is.
After an 8-day long hunt, I got this shiny Guzzlord from an Ultra Wormhole. And I'm not joking. Literally, 8 days, every day, after school, I would just spend the whole evening hunting for this thing. 8 days. It felt a lot longer than that. Anyway, extremely cool shiny. It looks like it just finished eating Doritos. It's got those like orange cheesy teeth on it, you know? Super happy to have this thing. Let's see how I caught it.
Today is the day, and it is a little bit laggy on my 3DS because it's a big model. But look, on the 8th day of the hunt, shiny Guzzlord. So I'm going to be very careful to not fail this. Beast Ball. I did use a roto catch, like you saw, which increases the chance of it being caught. And there it is. The hunt is over.
Next, we've got my shiny Araquanid. His name is Spinna, which means spider in German. Pretty simple name. Yeah, I remember wishing that you could get the totem Pokemon in as shinies, but I don't think you could. So yeah, not much else to say about this guy. Pretty cool looking. On to the clip.
After the 8-day hunt for shiny Guzzlord, I get a super quick shiny Dewpider using the SOS method. Let us catch it. I could go for like a Dusk Ball or something. Yeah, let's do that. Because the effect when you send it out is purple. There it is. Alright, now you just gotta evolve this thing into an Araquanid.
Here we've got a very blue shiny Golduck. Extremely blue even. So blue in fact that I named it Azul, which you know, means blue in Spanish, but I don't know why I didn't name it Blau, which is the German word for blue. Going with my German naming scheme. Oh well, still cool. On to the clip.
Second shiny of the day. Shiny Psyduck. Let's catch it. This Psyduck has Cloud 9. I wanted it to have the ability Damp, because that prevents moves like Explosion and Self-Destruct. And it was caught. Nice. But I can't complain, because it's a shiny. I can just catch another regular Psyduck that has that ability and use that for shiny hunting.
If you look to your screen, you'll see the best starter Pokemon of all time, Blastoise. In fact, this one is shiny, making it objectively even better. Well, there you hear it. If David Attenborough said it, it must be true. Anyway, yeah, this is my shiny Blastoise. It was my first ever Masuda method hunt, which, you know, it actually treated me pretty well because it didn't take that long to get, I remember. So yeah, let's see what Past Me thinks.
I just found this shiny Squirtle using the Masuda method. Don't know how many eggs I've hatched because I haven't been keeping track, but it's been quite a few.
Next up is my shiny Arcanine, Greenie. Now, I know that name doesn't make a whole lot of sense because it's a golden dog, but hey, hear me out, I've got a good reason. I named it in honor of my golden retriever that I had in the first ever video game I owned, which was Nintendogs. I still have that cartridge somewhere as well. So, yeah, that's why I named it that, but very cool looking shiny.
Hi, Greenie. Give me that. Give me the rope. Brother, what you doing?
Looky, looky. I found me shiny Growlithe. We must capture this thing. Oh, the cat just jumped into the room because there's a fly around. Get it, Lexi. This should be enough to catch it. Hopefully. Alright. I was worried he was gonna pop out now that I said that. Okay.
And here we have my shiny Butterfree, a very pretty Pokemon. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any footage of me catching this shiny, but we've got this nice model of it. I think the reason I don't have footage of it is because I was at a friend's house when I found it, so I think I just took pictures of it later. But yeah, pretty cool. Dude, man, brother, man, home slice, bread slice dog. I love shiny Aegislash. It's so cool and amazing. Just look at it. I love shiny Aegislash. Did I say that already? Anyway, doesn't matter. This is one of the coolest Pokemon of all time, hands down, let alone one of the coolest shinies. I mean, just look at this guy. I've a pseudo method hunted for this guy, and I used it on my team for a while. It has a ribbon too, the Battle Tree Great Ribbon, nice. But I didn't record it because, you know, if you're Masuda hunting, you don't really have the chance to like capture yourself catching it because you already kind of have it caught or whatever. So here's some photos of it and some clips I took of it evolving. Up next is my shiny Zoroark, another very cool looking Pokemon. This is another shiny which I SOS chained for. I was expecting it to be kind of another weird hunt like the Ditto was, because Zorua can also transform into other Pokemon. But they didn't really do that in this hunt, so that was kind of nice. Very cool shiny. Let's see the clip.
Time for me to catch a shiny Zorua. Must catch the shiny. Catch it. I don't know. Yay, I caught it.
you gonna go?
Are you eating with us?
Alright, here we've got my shiny Alolan Raticate. This is the first Alola form Pokemon that I hunted. So, while it's not a super interesting Pokemon, its shiny is pretty great. And I got this shiny while I was on a family trip visiting my grandparents. So, they were all chatting in the background, so in the clip that I'm about to play, I muted the audio. So yeah, enjoy this cool music instead. Now here's a very pretty shiny Gyarados. Sorry if you don't like bugs, but this shiny is amazing to me. Big fan. I wish more shinies in the newer games had crazy colors like this one does. I really do. Anyway, at this point, I think I had started doing SOS hunts in the Alola Pokedex order, because I wanted to have all the entries in the in-game Pokedex to be shiny. Like, if you found a shiny, you could just tell the Pokedex to display its shiny form instead of the normal form, so I think that's what I was going for. I was kind of doing them in order. But, yeah. Anyway, enjoy the clip.
Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Shiny Spinnerack. How about that? Another critical capture sound. Will it actually be a critical capture? Yes. That's actually pretty lucky, because critical captures are only like a 2% chance, maybe even lower than that.
Continuing in the Alola Pokedex order, we have Shiny Toucanon. Again, a very vibrant shiny, with like the beak having all those different colors. Very cool looking. In the Sun and Moon games, it has an attacking animation that makes the beak light up. And I don't think it does here in Pokemon Home. I'm not seeing it, but yeah, very cool shiny. Very glad to have this one. Yep, there we go. Met on Route 1. Very pretty. Anyway, here's the clip.
Just found me another shiny Piggyback. Found one yesterday, but I wasn't able to catch it. So let's hope that today I can actually catch this one. I'm not even going to take the chance of not catching it. So I'm just going to catch it in an Ultra Ball. And there it is. There it is! That's all I wanted from the one yesterday, but oh well. I got this shiny one.
Alright, another Alola Pokemon up next with Shiny Gumshoos. Definitely an interesting shiny. I think the only difference is that normally it has tan hair running down its back and like on its stomach and stuff. But now it's pink. It's pretty purplish pink, and I think the rest pretty much stays the same. But anyway, in some of the future recordings, I stopped lowering the Pokemon's health because they kept calling for help. I didn't know I could just paralyze them to stop them from doing that, so yeah, I was just catching them at full health. So anyway, roll the clip.
I found myself a shiny young goose. It's the one on the right. There it is. Okay, it is time to catch it, and hopefully we don't have a repeat of the first shiny Pikachu I found 2 days ago. There goes the normal one. Just the shiny one is left. See him? He's so pink. You can't actually see it there. You can't see it that well on the recording, unfortunately. So now we're going to use a heal ball, because it kind of matches with the colors of a shiny young goose slash shiny gum shoes. Please don't break out. Please don't break out. Yay! Okay.
And here we have shiny Lopunny, which I got from SOS Cheney. I think the pink goes better with it, honestly, than the normal tan-ish puffs of hair, or fur, whatever it is. Especially with the Mega form, but I guess they kind of did away with Megas, didn't they? So, anyway. Oh, it's got a ribbon on it. How about that? Man, I guess I had a lot of shinies in the Great Tree, but anyway. Yeah, I guess I only had one of each of the Pokemon at this point, because I hadn't committed to the shiny living dex yet. But that's totally fine.
So, let's see, about, well, less than an hour since the last shiny, I found this one, and it's a shiny Baneri. So I'm going to catch it. And I was going to say that this is one of the quickest shinies I've found at 81 encounters. But I think that Shinabug still takes the cake, because I found it like 20-some encounters into the battle. I remember it wasn't even 20 minutes in and I found the... Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the Pyukumuku, the shiny Pyukumuku I found. That one was 20. The shiny Grubbin I found took me like a week. But anyway, we're talking about this shiny, so I caught it. Yay.
And the next shiny is going to be shiny Leafeon. Not much different from its normal form. Bit of a lighter color on it. I like Ladybound Leafeon. They're good designs. I've always liked ladybugs. I don't know what it is about them, but yeah, I do wish that this shiny could have had some crazier colors, kind of like Gyarados, but you know, it's pretty cool nonetheless. I've even got ribbons on this guy. Man, I was doing a lot in the battle tree apparently.
I found myself a shiny Ladybug. I forgot to do the recording when I actually had the other normal one on screen, so it's kind of hard to tell, but this one here is shiny, and I just realized that now I've increased the chance of it calling for help, so hopefully I can actually get a good chance to catch it. Okay, now you get a side-by-side comparison. I have Luxury Ball. Let's try one of those. Might be pretty cool. See if that works. And it did. Very good. Very nice.
Now we've got ourselves a shiny Slowbro. Doesn't matter what game it is, this thing's pre-evolution, shiny Slowpoke, is incredibly hard to make out. Even when you know it's shiny, it doesn't look like it, but shiny Slowbro here is quite different. You can definitely tell, and I think it looks pretty good. Ooh, another ribbon, very nice. Yeah, I don't think I would want to be this guy though, because of the thing that's biting its tail. That looks very painful. Yeah, would not want to be that. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the clip.
Okay, I know you can't tell. I can hardly tell myself. But the Slowpoke on the left is shiny. That one is shiny. Right there. So I'm gonna try and catch it. Just gonna keep throwing Pokeballs at it. Hope that it catches now that I have the Roto Catch boost on. This should catch it. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool.
And our last shiny for today is Shiny Slowking. And my Slowking here is actually a female one, so I felt it was appropriate to name it Slow Queen. Pretty cool name anyway. But yeah, she's a beautiful shiny with that blue and white frill going on around her neck. Looks pretty awesome. So yeah, let's take a look at the final clip.
Shiny Slowpoke on the right. Catch this guy right here. Catch him. There we go. Very nice. Now I just need to get enough battle points to get another King's Rock, and then I can evolve it.
And there you have it, the first 50 shiny Pokemon that I ever found. Hope you've enjoyed. I have plenty more to show you, and I'm going to make more montages like this one to showcase them to all of you. So, yeah, stay tuned for those. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you later.